All right, so today we are talking about toxic work relationships, and let me break it down a little bit. Like, what does it take to build a genuine work relationship, with your colleagues and stuff? So I don't know, Nana, do you want to start?
Yeah, I don't mind, but I think when it comes to especially an environment where you cannot, you can't avoid. You have to go to work every other day. You have to be mindful of the people that surround you. You have to be mindful whether it's how you talk to them, how you, because everyone is going through their own things. It's a journey, it's a life journey, and everyone is experiencing different things in at different intervals. Sometimes I may come to work, and of course I have fought with King. I mean, it's normal, right?
Yeah.
But I don't want to pass that down to the people around me, because they can feel the energy. When we come here, I can feel when you're not having a good day.
Yeah.
I can see when Kush is not okay.
Yeah.
And I'll, of course, ask you. I'm that person.
Yeah, that's true.
Kush, you don't look okay. Are you okay?
What's up? Yeah.
So we have to always remember that we have people around, and we have to treat them with respect, whether you're going through a hard time or not. Yeah,
That's true.
for me. That's just basically not creating a very toxic environment, because nikitoka hapa nje ya gate, now I can sulk in my car as I drive
exactly,
home.
as you drive
but
home,
as I come
yeah,
in,
yeah.
I have to be very mindful. I
Yes,
have to
of the
know
people you're
Joyce
around.
is also probably at I may go through kitu ingine, and
yes.
she may not be okay, but we can have that simple talk, and if we cannot even be friends, let's at least be cordial.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm like, I feel for me, when it comes to relationships at work, as in, I think you've talked about friendships, so let me touch on, maybe relationships.
Yes.
When, you're dating maybe a co-worker and all that. I just feel like honesty is very important, regardless you get, and also respecting each other's space.
Yeah.
Because, at the end of the day, if you're seeing your person talking to someone else, they just have a good relationship, or not relationship, a good friendship relationship with someone else. You don't feel some type of way because you're always around this person. Because when you're working together, tunaonana kwa sana.
That's true.
Na saa ingine pia unaelewa, si lazima tukule lunch pamoja, si lazima tushinde pamoja during breaks and all that.
true.
We have different lives. Tukienda nyumbani tutaongelezi vitu zote. So I do feel like honesty is very important, and also, just respecting each other's boundaries. And also sometimes around work environments, a lot of things happen, and sometimes there's he say, she say, he did, she did, and all that. It's important to just have these conversations instead of, just keeping quiet and, you start having an attitude.
Yeah.
So ni poa sana kuwa na such conversations and handle the thing before it explodes.
Yeah.
So
That's true. I believe that if you kosana with your own mother who raised you and brought you into this earth, utakosana na watu, like people you just met. So I always believe it's always better to talk about things rather than let it fester. Like, if something happens and then ukanyagea alafu you go to start telling people, hey, Joyce, sijui amefanya sijui nini. Come tell me. Sometimes I don't even know if I offended you, and vice versa. We talk about it, we nip it in the bud, and we remain friends instead of having to talk. I think that's what creates toxic environments, where something happens and instead of talking directly to the person who hurts you, you go and start talking behind their back, and then now everyone knows what you did except you. And also, definitely for relationships, I think it's very important to keep it professional. Like, people around you're dating, you're in a relationship. You don't have to be all lovey-dovey in front of everyone 24/7. You can do that when you leave the gate. But at the same time, see, people know you're together. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just that simple. Just talk about if things are bothering you so that you remain cordial. And in relationships, keep it professional.
Yeah. Also, emotional maturity. The fact that I can relate with other co-workers even when I am dating you. You don't have to feel a certain way when, for example, if I was dating one of it, and then the other, labda wanafanya kazi, so we are all working together. But then wanza mbona ulikuwa unaongelesha nani kwanza kama jicho yako moja imelala kidogo. Like the emotional maturity is very, very, very important when you're dating as a co-worker.
That's true.
And also sometimes I think it's good to downplay some situations. You get there are things you don't necessarily have to react. You get sometimes unacheza tu chini. Yani just act like a fool, like well, I didn't hear it, Nini, but you already know. Instead of sometimes digging and starting other dramas and all that. Sometimes you just let it slide, but you already know. You don't have to react towards everything. You get. Ama ukipita hivi mtu amekutupia jicho hivi unashanga form ni gani?
Me imagine I ask.
like, what's wrong?
Uko na shida na mimi, are you okay?
Yeah.
Me I will ask.
But then I always ask. That's
Ignore,
true.
ignore.
Yeah.
I'm so good at that.
Me depends with how
good.
if it's directly going to affect me. If it's not directly going to affect me, I'm so oblivious to like something like negative like energy. I'll be like, oh, have you seen the Nani was talking to you? I'm like, why are they talking to me? Like, I've not done anything. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't directly talk to me about what's going on, I will just assume we're fine, honestly. And if it doesn't directly affect me, tutaendelea tu hivyo.
Me imagine it will affect me if you're not 100, and I can clearly see, and if I feel like probably it's because of me, it affects me because I haven't handled it. I don't want to brush it under the rug. I want to deal with it, especially here, since I'm here a lot of the time. Like I know it's like a 2-hour show, 1-hour show, and we're here maybe for 2 hours, but we come way earlier. But what do you guys, I mean, do you have any feedback that you can give us? 111, 444, 111. How do you relate with your co-workers, or how do you relate with your person that you work with? So we are going on a very short commercial break. To be right back.
Advice Spot.
No, 111, 444, but we gotta fix just a few of our problems, because sometimes what you go through, sometimes we do go through. So it's time for Advice Spot.